Hello, everyone, and welcome back to what I believe is episode 7 of Sibling Rivalry. I apologize that I have still yet to edit episode 3 on, but I hope to plan to actually get that done this week. But I made a little bit of progress, and there were some things I kind of wanted to do that I didn't want to do off camera, so I figured I'd go through and give the tour of the base now that it's painted and whatnot, and kind of explain some stuff that I've done. So I'm going to turn my lights on here for just a second, because the first thing I want to do is show that we now have more wind turbines. So I've actually got it now so that when all 3 refineries are running, it is still actually gaining on power. So that'll be quite nice. I've also extended the hangar a little bit, but I'll show that in just a second. But I kind of wanted to give the big reveal of the paint job and everything else. So, but we've also had some bases around. I think off camera I was searching for platinum and I was not finding it. But I did notice there was a transport courier, and it was pretty close to me, so I just kind of went at it, and I was actually able to get to it because it only has 2 guns. It has the vanilla missile turret underneath it, and it has a Gatling turret on top. So I just kind of hopped inside, took it over, and then I stole everything out of it and ground it down. And then I took the missiles from it and broke them all down, so I got a little bit more uranium and a little bit of platinum, but nothing to really use. But I kind of decided to try to park it in here, so I was trying to dig out a little area for it, and I didn't do a very good job. But here's the base painted. I painted the mining ship as well, just to kind of give it some class. As I've said, I like the color red, but like a darker red. And I figured the black or dark gray kind of went well with it, with this lighter gray. I did make landing sections for these ships, and I even used the battered armor and whatnot. I really liked that the scout ship had what looked like an oil mark underneath it, because this thing falls apart like every episode. I colored a little bit of that as well, but it's still all the digital camo. But the rest of this is just all normal, except for this is rusted. This is that welder ship from last episode. I did use it as a grinder ship for a little bit to grind stuff down, but I converted it back. I'm using the carbon fiber texture for the bottom for the walkway, just because I figured it would look nice. And here's the room. It's not that painted, I didn't change the paint job on everything, but adding just a stripe of the red and dark gray around the edges is really brought out the room and really kind of made it nice. So I quite enjoy that. The server room is still just plain. I'm not planning on painting it, but I did put in a couple more batteries as these were almost full, and I wanted to kind of have some extra power there. And then over in here, I don't know how much of the furniture and whatnot I did off camera, but I did paint the floor in here a bit. I painted the furniture up, so it was nice and fitting with the base. Except for this, but I wanted the kitchen to kind of have the wood look to it, because I liked the cabinets being wood, and I kind of like the look. It's like it could be like those like fake wood cabinets, but I like it, and I tried to get this color to match onto the fridge there, just because it doesn't allow a texture. And then here's the bedroom, carbon fiber in the entire floor. I painted the chiropod just so it would kind of be mine. It's the digital camo on the same color. The bed's back to red. It did change when I painted the whole base. That turret outside y'all saw in last episode has been painted back, so we are good. But there were a couple of things I wanted to do today. So, one is going to be putting in a hangar door. That's something we'll have to work on. But, as you can see, I've got a ton of markers all around me. And I'm getting kind of tired of them. So I'm considering going after that observation outpost, but I've got two different plans to do so. One is I'd like to make a little cargo type ship that'll have... I want it for two reasons, and this kind of ship will need to be made pretty much either way. I want a ship that's going to have a small grid survival kit on it. And the reason I want that is very simply so that I can take it out and respawn at the ship and not kind of elsewhere. I do want to strap a shield on it, so that'll be something we'll have to look into. But I also want to take it up to space, because apparently with the new updates and whatnot, uranium is no longer available on the planet. And I'd like to get some uranium, so I want to strap up a nice cargo ship for that. But I could also use it to help as like a station between this base and there, and these bases to kind of have a respawn point closer, where I could whoop up I want to say it's a rocket launcher that I can make. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it takes uranium. Grenade launcher might be good. What do we need on the ammo for this? Grenades would just take magnesium there. I don't know what heat rockets are, but those take uranium. So I feel like the grenade launcher is going to have to be the way to go. But I'd like to get, something like that up and running. Let me actually produce one of those, and let me make the grenade launcher. Just because I want to get it set up so that the auto crafting system doesn't do it. Because when I put my tools away to test some stuff last episode, it ended up putting all of the tools into the auto crafting. So I had to kind of go through and tell it, hey, please don't make any welders. So let's see what I can do here. Grenade box needs to be set at 50. I don't know about the gun though. Oh, it's called the M069 Thumper. Let's see if that's... Oh, that's not even on the list, so that's cool. I don't have to worry about that. So I can... Let's come over here for a second and set this up. Oh, so I should probably also mention the other thing that I've done between episodes that I almost completely forgot to tell y'all about. I added a mod for a new player model. I'm a guy that's really into robots and whatnot. That's why the faction is now called Bot, and that I'm going to make drones and whatnot is I'm a big kind of automation robot kind of guy. I love to make robots and whatnot. So when I noticed that there was a way to change the player model, I immediately did so. So I'm probably going to be the only one that's going to be of this model type, but it also makes more sense with the respawns and whatnot. So, but anyways, I've got a new skin there, so that's all nice and dandy. I've got the grenade launcher here. Let's grab some grenades. Let's take this outside and just kind of see what it does. Because I'd love to see the power this thing's got. Night, which kind of sucks. You know what? I've got an unknown signal. Do a weapons test on the unknown signal. Because I don't know what else to do with it. So, let me hit this up, make sure there's nothing good inside. It's a cargo container, yep. I'm not worried about it. Does this not work? Well, that sucks. I was hoping I'd have a working grenade launcher. Maybe I'm not using the right type of grenades or something, because there was only like the one type I could see, but maybe I was missing something. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be using a rocket launcher or grenade launcher. I was kind of hoping I'd get to, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, well. I guess I can go ahead and start working on the little cargo fighter ship. My concern is gonna be I'm gonna want an O2H2 gen on it and room for hydrogen thrusters because I want this thing to go to space. I want it to be able to go and come back with ease. Well, how do I really do this? Right now it's nighttime. I'd rather assault bases during the day. And I can't tell if that means there's going to be day or if that's just another something like that. So, I can either, cause back on the other idea I had, I guess, the first idea being the cargo ship, second idea being building a small little fighting ship that'll have a ship to it that'll like a shield to it that'll have guns and whatnot all loaded up so I can just fly at them. Oh, it is daytime. Okay, well maybe what I'm gonna do is, and I'm kind of going towards this, is I want to go after one of these bases, and I don't know if it's the lookout tower or the observation outpost that I want to go for. Or if I want to go for a little transport ship or what have you. But when light comes, I'd like to start going after one of them, and I've got all of the materials that are on my body can be remade, so I'm not worried about them. So I should probably refill my hydrogen tank though. There. But once it hits daytime, I'd like to go and assault one of those bases, see if I can grab any uranium from them. And then maybe after I assault the base, then I can work on building the cargo ship to go up to space there, because I do still want to make a ship to go to space, grab uranium, and then come back, and I'd like to work on making a reactor back there and whatnot. And then of course I can start working on clearing that hangar out further, making it a lot bigger, and then working on a large grid fighter ship that I can take for when we have actual like battles. And then maybe I'll also work on, maybe I should make another hangar up top or something. I don't know how I want to do it, but some sort of hangar where I can be making drones, 3D printing them and sending them out. Is that just really slow? I'd like it to not be. Come on. I think I'm gonna go after this observation outpost that's 3 Ks away. I'm gonna try to stick close to the ground here because I want to be able to see what I'm doing, though I can actually see a little bit. I don't want to get too close before daylight, but oh, that's the ground. Critical. Okay, I'm gonna sit here a second. Yeah, that's the type of ship that I took. It was like, where was I? I was actually over this way. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mountain right over there, and I was at the base of it, and it looked like it was at the top, and I kind of just went straight for it. I'm gonna run on foot towards this, while my health refills. I will say it looks like my energy is really low. I should have probably checked that stuff beforehand, but I'm never really the smartest person, so I know that once I'm within, like, I want to say it's 1,200 they can start shooting, but I feel like also they have a hard time shooting when it's anything above 1,000 meters, so I can't see it because the daylight hasn't come up enough. I'm gonna turn my light off and kind of wait for this to hit daylight. Hopefully get enough light where I can see what I'm doing and maybe knock out a couple of guns before they can get to me. I wish like there was 2 different types of ships. There's a transport courier and then there's a cargo transport. And I feel like I need to find the cargo one because it'll probably have better stuff. Also, those fighter docking stations kind of concern me. Because I think they sound more menacing. That lookout tower doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad, but I don't remember if it's the observation outpost or that lookout tower that are worse to deal with. So I'm going to kind of hope that daylight comes a bit quicker here. I don't want to get any bit closer to this base. I just kind of want to get an idea of what it looks like, and I'm hoping I can see it. Okay, I'm at the 120 mark, or 1,200 mark, which means when the moment I get any closer, it's gonna start shooting at me. What's that? Oh, it's a planet. Come on, son. If I get any closer and it's got a gun within sight of me, it's gonna shoot. Wow, it takes so long. Like, I get it's supposed to have like a day-night cycle kind of thing, but like, by the time you're seeing that in like real life, typically you're getting sunrise pretty soon. Okay. We're okay so far. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can while having ground covered. I don't know what that is, if that's my shoulder or something coming into the camera as I'm doing that. I may have to swap models here, but so unless there's ground between us, and I can't tell if there is, then those gun range are set on the either 800 or 1,000. I'm not going to get any closer because I feel like it's right over this bridge at this point. Okay. I was wrong. Probably over this ridge. Oh, it totally could be. Oh, I didn't see any more ridge. I'm gonna walk back behind this little hill here because I have a feeling that this is gonna be bad. So, I'm really hoping this hurries up. I can start to see a bit more light coming. I'm just hoping it would hurry up so I can shoot this thing. I'm gonna turn the lights off to save some power, as I'm not the smartest person and I forgot to recharge before coming out here. Unless, of course, it has something to do with the player model being a robot and it's like constantly draining it a little bit, but I doubt it's gonna do that. If it does, then I'm swapping back to human. I'm just not doing that. Well, good news is I'm not getting shot at, which means either some of that ridge is coming up into the way of the guns, or they're set on 1,000 range. That or there's no guns, at least on this side, which would make my life a lot easier. If I could just get a little bit more light, I could see that, because it's almost complete. Like, I can start to make out a little bit of it, but I can't make out much. I could really use the sun to help here. I'm not even seeing it coming up across this mountain, though, so it's going to take a second. Yeah, we're like that. Sky's like that right now as far as the lighting, so it's going to be a little bit before that sun's gonna come over those hill ridge there, which kinda sucks. Like, the whole point of me starting to record was, hey, it was daytime a second ago. Let's record and do some fighting stuff. You know, exciting, woo, explosions, but doesn't look like I can do that at this moment. It looks like it's about to. Like, it's like very close to coming up. This is the one thing I don't like about these, this lighting mod is while, you know, it makes everything look really nice, especially, you know, like the day, the night, like everything. It's just the nighttime, like shadows even, it makes it look great. But the nighttime, it is so dark that you can't see anything. And at least normal, like, human beings and whatnot can have their eyes adjust over time. And to see what's going on. And I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. I'll try to mess with the color correction on the video, but I can see the terrain a little bit here. The problem is that I can't see it enough to do anything. So it would be nice to see stuff. Now I am starting to see a lot more light coming and a little bit of green tint there, which means the sun is starting to rise. But oh! I saw something there. Could have sworn I saw some light peeking over. That's some light peeking over. Come on. Keep it coming. I'd love to see. Oh wait, doesn't the sun actually come up that way? Because it's like weird for my base here. Yeah, let's see this. Let's see this sun. Let's get it up so that I can, you know, attack. Do my thing. Well, at least the Space Engineer's music is nice. It's almost over that mountain. I think that's the issue, is light's having to come over that mountain. For some reason I think it was coming over there, but it's over here. It's got to come up over the mountain first. I will admit that the lighting mod does make that look interesting. Oh, I am starting to get a bit more light. Granted, not enough to see the base there, but it's enough to see the outlines of the terrain a bit better. I still think this makes it look like it's the alien planet, but that's just me. Oh, there we go. Come on. You can do it. That's the cloud. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna head home and heal and get some energy, because this is kind of ridiculous. Hey, I see it coming over that ridge in the distance. But let me come back here, recharge, heal up, and then I'll come back out. Hopefully it'll be daytime at that point, or completely. Alright, things are lighting up a bit better now. Let's go right back to where we were, so we can wait this out a bit better. Okay, I was about to say, did that base just despawn? Ow! Not again! Dang it. I hate trees. Okay, what do we got to work with here? What button was it to get rid of that? Well, that's not helpful. I can't tell what kind of guns that thing's got on it. Also out of range of shooting it. I'm gonna have to get closer. Oh, there we go. I feel like this side may actually be a decent side to go at it. Well, let's do this thing. Might be able to come up over this way. Am I getting shot at all? Oh! Yeah, I was. That scared me. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I might grab one bottle here and see what I can do. I'd like to get back to that body and just try to go from there on it. Wow, it launched me. Let's get my stuff back. Try to see if I can come at it from elsewhere. I didn't think I could get shot through the trees there. I thought I was doing pretty okay, but I guess not. I am getting pretty close to that base, just trying to fly back to my body, but I think I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. Oh, and my body landed on a nice little ridge over here. That's nice. Nice and covered. Let's get rid of these dinky tools and grab the good stuff. Let's see if I can't get closer using the ground as cover here. I'm like actually like crouching in my seat trying to see if I can do this. Why is it so dang dark? I might be able to get right up underneath this thing, essentially, with the terrain here. If there's a gun on it, I need to see it. I think I know this base, which means there's a turret right there. Can't tell if that thing's dead now. Okay, now it is. Okay, I don't know this base, but that's okay. That's a nice looking gun. That is not what shot me though. I think there's gonna be some interior turrets or something on. Wow. There's gonna be Vulcans on this thing, I bet you. This thing is pretty heavily armed. There's a turret on the inside. So there's a mod in here that's supposed to let these... That didn't sound good. There we go. There's a mod in here that's supposed to make it where the bases can get better weapons and whatnot on them. And so I think this is definitely being used there in that way. I'm gonna try to break into here, see if I can't get this chair converted over.
Inventory full.
Alright, space is mine. Oh, cool. What do we got in here? Some basic tools, nothing fancy. Is there any reactors? I know there are batteries. Is there no reactors?
Full.
Yeah, there was a Vulcan that killed me. But... okay, so no uranium at all here. Okay, well. Ooh, there's definitely some shells and stuff in here. This one wasn't too bad, but it was because I had a terrain advantage there. Let me go grab my welder ship. I'll convert it to be a grinder, and then I'll come back and try to collect as much as I can from that. It sucks that it didn't have a reactor to it or any form of uranium, but I guess I can't complain too much. It wasn't a difficult thing to hit. So I guess the next step will be going into space for an actual bunch of uranium, or instead of trying to loot it from these things here. Once I get the uranium, though, then we can start working on other ships and whatnot. Let's set up the grinder on here, and it keeps swapping to this, so let's do that. Of course, the welder and grinder take different parts, so it's a little annoying, but it is what it is. Also, I'm trying not to grind them all down, because I believe these thrusters are actually connected to the side. Alright. Let me set up this. And let's go get us some resources. Mobile drilling platform might have some stuff, but I think that's heavily armed normally. And now that we've got the turrets, it might have even more weapons to have to deal with. I mean, I think it is normally. I might be wrong on that. I could always give it a shot. Where is it? You know what? Why not? Let's just give it a shot, just for the fun of it. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, and I'll just grab my inventory and start grinding down that base. If this does work, then I know for a fact these typically have some pretty good, at least reactors on it. Normally, I should be able to grab some uranium out of that. Maybe it'll have some platinum as well. The problem is that I know it's got drills on the bottom, so I'm gonna want to hit it from the bottom. But beyond that, I don't know where these turrets are on this thing. I'm probably gonna die right here. Wait, what? What'd I hit? What'd I die from? Did I hit it or did I get shot? What happened? Wait, what happened? I was right there. That means... Oh, I bet you I just hit it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, body location, body location. If I can get the body back and go after that, then I should be able to do some decent stuff to it. Let me grab the body real quick, then I can get up there again, because it actually looked like I was able to get up to it with like really like a bunch of ease there. Oh my gosh, my body is going crazy. let's dump those tools in before I grab everything else. Now, I think I hit it, and that was the issue. I need to get ready to try to dampen to it. The problem is it's Control Z, and of course, that's difficult to hit while in flight. Oh, it did have guns. Maybe I just came up from a good side on it earlier. Well, that's gonna suck because now I'm not gonna hit that mobile platform at all. But it's nice to know. Wow. It's nice to know that it did have the... Oh. It did have a side where it's easily accessible. I'm gonna try to get it again. I'm gonna try to get my body and go after it again. Just real quick. See if I can hit it from the side that doesn't have the guns. That way I can relative dampen and whatnot to it. Hey, get back. Mobile drilling platform, where are you? Okay. Let's fly out this way, grab the gun. If I can get up in front of it, it seemed like it didn't have much by way of defenses from the front. Which is odd, but... Oh, ow, oh, fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away. How am I not dead? I'm surprised I am not dead. Alright, well let's go back over here, because my grinding ship's there. I can sit there and charge a bit. Why am I not healing? I'm right near the house. Let me, I guess, fly into here real quick, grab myself some health, and then go grind that thing down. I'm just gonna quickly do it here. Well, I was hoping to hit up that platform. I had a good shot at it, but I either hit it too hard or the guns finally noticed me. One of the two there. But, oh well. I'll grind this place down. It should have some ammunition and whatnot that I can use, and then kind of just go from there. I'm only going to grind down the important parts, and I'm going to leave everything else. Alrighty guys, let's head back. We've got a nice full inventory, or I guess as close as I can get. I wasn't going to sit there and grind down every single heavy armored block there, just because I don't want to have to deal with that. But I did grab all the ammo off of it, all the stuff from the cargo containers, everything like that. I ground down almost everything functional on the base, so we should be pretty well off on some resources there. And also it's no longer functional, so we're not going to have we're not going to have a signal saying we've got a base there or anything. Though I am tempted to set up a little base like that, take a building somewhere else and hook an antenna up to it, make it look like it's our house, and then when somebody gets close to where they can see it, then it'll blow them to keep them come, but, you know, that might just lead them to us eventually, so I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. I might put one up on the mountainside over there on the other side, something like that, but we'll see. Let's do this. Let's get this cargo transferred over here. And I'm just gonna put it all into there, and then the inventory can sort it all out. Yeah, there it goes. So it's gonna move everything around there. Yeah, we got a ton of the ammo there. Oh, that's 900. That's 300. Okay. Well, that'll be good for later. I think next what I want to do is set up a cargo ship to go up into space. Just because I want to get some more. So, that'll have to be moved. I'm trying to figure out where to move it. Because there's not really a decent spot anywhere. It needs to be somewhere where it's going to get air so that it fills our oxygen, I think. For now, I'll take it off, and if I find out that I'm having issues later, I'll fix it. Anyways, I guess let's build a new ship here. Alrighty guys, I got it hooked up and welded up. It kind of looks a bit bulky, but I want it well defended because I know for a fact there are drones out in the space that are not one of the 3 players here. They're separate factions, and they are, I think they're the Reavers, and they are nasty. So I wanted to get this up. I wanted to put a shield generator on it, but it needs field emitters, which need platinum, and I just don't have that kind of platinum. I don't have platinum at all, really. I'd really like to get some, but I've got no clue where I can find it. I've tried looking in this area, and sort of just hooking a large grid ore detector up to a small grid ship, just carry it around and try to figure it out, then I don't really have a good option on finding this platinum. So unfortunately, we are going to have to just get up there and maybe find some out there, but I did get this thing hooked up. Izzy's inventory has done a very nice job of filling up the hydrogen tanks and also putting some ice into the O2H2 gen on it. It is completely and solely run on these hydrogen thrusters, so I'm not planning on using these ones very much. I plan on, once I get it out, just basically going straight up. But I did get it all hooked up there, so it is ready to go. I gave it lights and whatnot. I plan to paint it between episodes here, but unfortunately I'm just running out of time. I actually had a very long cut where I had to go do some other stuff, and came back and finished putting the lights on there. I had the armor pretty well done, and I cut a lot of that out of the video just because it's a lot of just placing armor and figuring out how I wanted it. It's a little bulky. I'm not exactly sure that I'm 100% happy with it, but it is well protected, at least the best I could get it with the weird shapes that we've got. And I tried to give it a little bit of detail. I do like that. And I do like this different levels there. I just was worried about it being too bulky, but I think we're gonna be okay. Oops, sorry. But yeah, so next episode, the plan is to get this thing up into space, grab some uranium if I can. It's got an ore detector on it, hidden, which I actually should probably set up a control for. So, as far as I've got to do next time is just take it up into space. I figured having the large thrusters as reverse would be a decent idea, as I've got them as forward, and I think it was all off camera, unfortunately, when I went over to him. But if anybody watched his episode there and has any idea kind of how that went, I need reverse thrust. This thing here, it's got the same amount, but unfortunately I took it a little bit too quick, and I kept crashing it into the ground over and over. My last episode kind of showed that, but also, or the episode when I found his base showed that, but also off camera. So, and in fact, the stuff in black here is typically the stuff that falls off. Not those 2 thrusters per se. Yeah, actually no, those 2 thrusters. Well, everything in black is the stuff that constantly gets blown off when I hit the ground, except for the lights. So, yeah. That being said, it would be nice to not have things destroyed, so I tried to make sure this thing had enough thrust on it and hydrogen on it. It's got 2 of the hydrogen tanks, plenty of battery storage and whatnot. I do have some weird cargo connections going on, but it gets the job done. So, all that being said, painting up the base right around this area, as well as the ship itself, and then basically just prepping to go to space we'll do off camera, and then actually going to space will be next episode. So, and I might be digging this out a bit more off camera. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on or off camera. It's like a montage or not, but we'll see. All that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.